You know, a lot of people think just because you're fat, your problem is that you eat too much. But my problem is
that I don't eat enough.
What do you reckon, guys? You reckon that's right? I'm no doctor, but that doesn't sound quite right to me. A little bit sus, if you would. Here's an interesting topic: fat acceptance videos on TikTok. The place is just absolutely riddled with them. Also, a pretty good topic to cover. One I'm sure I'll get no backlash for whatsoever, even though I'm going to be saying some pretty reasonable and level-headed stuff, as opposed to the little short clip we just watched. Yeah, honestly, guys, I feel like my issue is I just don't eat enough. That is obviously my issue. It's giving me the same energy as my drunk friend Clive turning around and saying to me, "You know what, Blaze, you know what my issue is right now," as he's throwing up everywhere and wobbling all over the place. I just didn't drink enough tonight. If I had drunk more, I would probably be fine now. But while digging deep down in this cesspit of absolute cringe, we found Trisha Paytas. Obviously, it wasn't going to take that long to find her, but she says some pretty inspirational stuff. Starting with,
dude, I think we can all agree that I'm a damn good role model, okay? Like, I'm 32, like, I'm the parents you should have.
I don't know what's been the bigger lie so far. The first woman saying my issue is that I don't eat enough, or Trisha Paytas saying I'm a goddamn good role model. As a famous invisible man once said, are you sure about that?
If you're being a little brat on TikTok, if you're over 18, not anyone under 18, and you're living with your parents watching this, like, get a job. A lot of these TikTokers have never worked minimum wage, and it shows. I like vegetables and like cold ass pizza.
Trisha, did nobody tell you that is rude to eat with your mouth full? Also, yes, little Jimmy, who's 12 years old, who lives with his parents. Embarrassing. Get a job, you slime ball. Let me guess, your parents probably still make you dinner and tuck you in at bed at night. What a loser. Well, not my child, boys and girls, because I will be bringing them up watching Trisha Paytas, America's perfect role model.
Because I'm successful. Doing dances, sticking your tongue out, doing stuff that's not funny in the real world, but just cringy. It's gonna last you about as long as this app lasts.
Excuse me, what?
Trisha, what are you even saying at this point? Am I the only one watching this actually struggling to hear what Trisha is trying to say while her mouth is just smashing on food? It's like having an intellectual conversation with a 4-year-old. An all-you-can-eat buffet. I have no idea what you're saying, Trisha. Do I wish I did? Do I wish I knew what you were... Not really. Would it be some interesting information that you're telling me right now? No, probably not.
And you do not get to be entitled for that.
Wow, modest and overweight. Trisha be ticking all the boxes while eating all the boxes. You guys, get a job.
If promoting obesity is what it takes to make other fat people feel hot, obviously I'm gonna do that. So yes, I am promoting obesity. Stay mad. Thank you so much.
Wow, go queen. Honestly, guys, nothing makes me more prouder than watching a fat person say, I'm doing this for the cause. And what a great cause it is. What's that? You think eating food and putting on that weight is easy? What are you, stupid? Overeating and killing yourself slowly should be something that you are proud of, if you ask me. So, more power to them. Honestly, while scrolling through TikTok, finding these videos, I just can't believe the amount of videos that I've watched that I'm about to show you, where they try to just justify it and claim that they don't care what other people think, while making 100 videos on telling us to stop talking about them. But they don't care. They're not triggered or anything. But also, they're making 100 videos on us, telling us to please stop. Just take a look for yourself.
Okay, do I need to do some housekeeping? Okay, so for those of you who don't know, these are my boundaries for the space that I've created online. If I don't say the words, hey thin person, can I know about your experience in this scenario? If I do not say those words, then I do not give 2 fucks about what your skinny ass has to say. Because my page is a fat space. It's a fat acceptance space. It's a body positive space. It's a fat liberation space. It's a body politics. It's an anti-diet culture space. It's not a let the fat person talk, and then every thin person needs to chime in and give me their unwanted situation about whatever I'm talking about. Because that's not how you be a good ally. And if you found that that comment on the video was offensive, then you need to educate yourself. So stop projecting. And if you knew the knowledge that I know, then you wouldn't be commenting this.
I'm not just full with calories, I'm also filled with knowledge. So please don't even bother trying to argue with me in the comments. If you disagree with this video, this is actually a collective safe space where you can't have different thoughts and opinions than me. Thank you. I'm just absolutely amazed that they upload this kind of stuff to the internet. So it's out there for the public to see and have your own opinion on. And then they get angry when you give your own opinion. My dude, you're literally putting it on the internet. What did you expect? If you didn't want a bunch of comments that you're not going to agree with, the last place you should be posting your videos is on the internet. Also, like I said, the fact that she says, if your skinny ass starts commenting stuff that I disagree with, I don't care. She's literally making a video being triggered about it. I don't know, bro. It seems like you kind of care. Also, how come it's okay to say stuff like your skinny ass and make fun of skinny people, but when you're overweight, but if you're that skinny person making fun of people overweight, what? How dare you? I like this double standard that we've come to just accept terms with now on TikTok. It's actually amazing that they don't see this. Well, skinny people can't be suppressed like us. Well, yes, skinny people also have eating conditions. No, not true, just me. Okay.
This is a public service announcement for all of my ladies out there. This summer, we will not be putting up with unappreciative men in our lives. So I just got this set and I look good as hell. Well, I sent a photo to a man and his response was, "That's a nice color on you." No, we will not be putting up with that. I just blessed you with my beauty. And that's your response? No, you take a fire photo, send it to me, send it to your friends. We will be way more appreciative of it than any cishet man out there. Know your worth, lady.
If I could collectively put the whole entirety of hell and every single worst trait humanly possible into one body, although there do be a lot of personality to fit in that body, this would be that person. Oh my god. So he said, what a nice color, and how I was mad. Guys, we can't win at this point. If you say something too nice to a girl like this on TikTok, they're just going to come back and be angry at you. But if you say you like the color, they're also now going to be angry at you. If you tread lightly, I just feel like we can't really win against people like this. Nor the fact, why would you want to? This person seems like an absolute terrible person. She also sounds like she has a consistent cold.
Service announcement for all of my...
But it doesn't end there. They keep going. They keep telling us what's making them angry while telling us they don't care. Honestly, guys, I don't care. I'm not angry.
Address an argument that is really starting to piss me off. A really common thing I get is that fat phobia is not oppression because fat people can just lose weight. First of all, if in your mind you refuse to recognize the subhuman treatment of a group of people because you expect them to drastically alter their body, you're a terrible human being. Get away from me. Secondly, more and more research is coming out showing that fat people who do attempt to lose weight become vulnerable to other health conditions, including but not limited to an eating disorder.
Oh, no. Not an eating disorder. Which is something you clearly have already. What are you talking about? Guys, I know I have cancer right now, but I don't want chemotherapy because I might contract cancer. Also, this is strongly giving me the vibes of a kid that has never been told the word no before. Obviously, the word no would have came in quite handy when she was a kid. Maybe we could have prevented all of this from happening in the first place. Because fat people say they can just lose weight. No. It's not true. What is this? Pseudoscience? Guys, you're clearly living in fairyland. What, you think I can just lose weight from eating less? What are you, stupid?
Not to mention all of the fat people with chronic illnesses and disabilities who physically can't lose weight, or even just the fat people who don't want to lose weight. Has it ever occurred to you that while some people are naturally thin, there are some people who are just naturally fat? Weight loss is not a requirement for being treated like a human being, and you will never convince me otherwise.
Yeah, there's one word in that sentence that I have a kind of strong opinion about. The word naturally. I think eating 20 McDonald's a day wouldn't really be classed as naturally fat. Guys, I'm just naturally fat. Oh, what's my 20,000 calorie diet a day? Yeah, but I'm just naturally fat.
If a fat person tells you that fat people are oppressed and your response is, well, I have insecurities too, there's a problem. One is an individual experience and the other is systematic oppression. And if you don't believe that fat people are oppressed, it's probably because you've never been fat enough to be oppressed by fat oppression. The pick me, I want to be oppressed too energy is getting really tiring.
You're telling me. Now, in no way am I saying that they do not get a bad stick. I'm not saying that for 1 second that you guys don't have it hard if you're more overweight. Of course you do. But I'm watching these videos where they're saying, honestly, there's nothing I can do. I've tried eating less. It just doesn't work. Also, this woman in this video is basically saying the only people that have the right to be suppressed is fat people. No one else. No one else. Just us. What's that? You're a person of color that grew up in the early 40s? You don't even know what it's like to be suppressed, sir. I'm overweight. Don't even start. This whole victim playing game is actually amazing. And I feel like TikTok has videos for days to watch this kind of stuff.
Question for you. If I could guarantee you that your health was going to be at its best, your heart health, your lung health, your cardiovascular system, your joints, your mobility, your stamina, your mental health, everything was going to be the best that it's ever been. But to get there, you have to gain 70 pounds. Did you have to think twice about that? Because if you did, that is internalized fat phobia, and we need to work on that.
Yeah, guys, honestly, we really need to work on that. The only possible way that you would have said yes to that question is if you're a ghoul from Fallout 4. Then yes, putting on that 70 pounds probably would be a good idea. Also, maybe staying out of the sun would also be a good idea as well, if we're just throwing around good ideas here. Luckily to say, I know that I don't need to tell you guys that are watching this video not to get your health advice, may I say, on TikTok. So I no need to worry about having to tell you this stuff. Obviously, putting on 70 pounds to run faster kind of goes against the laws of physics a little bit. How can we make a plane fly faster? Let's add more weight. Yes. And that was the year that Blaze won the Nobel Prize. What a genius. Well, honestly, I do agree. If you guys want to be in good shape and lose weight, you just fat phobia. Grow up. You don't want to contract cancer? Cancer phobia. Scum.
From now on, as long as my are bigger than my...
I'm shutting this down. This is body checking. It's body checking, plain and simple, and we cannot keep doing this to ourselves. The proportions of your body have nothing to do with your weight. Proportion of your boobs to your stomach has nothing to do with your health or your weight. Ever since I was a kid, I've literally checked whenever I'm standing to make sure I can still see my toes, because I thought in my head, oh, well, if I can still see my toes, then I'm not fat. But newsflash, I am fat. And you know what? That's not a bad thing. I like myself. So maybe instead of making all these tips and tricks to reassure ourselves that we're not fat, we teach ourselves to be more comfortable with diversity of weight. We teach ourselves to be comfortable with the idea of fatness. We eliminate the idea that fatness is inherently a bad thing. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I can't handle seeing this shit on my For You page, and there are thousands of young girls that shouldn't have to.
Is that really the standards we're giving ourselves in this year? If I can see my toes, I'm all good. What? No, I agree with some things here. Like, absolutely. You should definitely love yourself. Just because you're overweight doesn't mean you should hate yourself. Like, that's not what I'm saying at all. Nor is everyone else saying that. But just because you then want to change into a better person doesn't then go back on that same fact that you hate yourself. Like, if I want a better job than I have now, that doesn't mean I hate myself. It means I want to improve on myself so I can look back this time next year and think I've gone forward. It's good to set goals. Why is this now being connected with if you want goals and you want to change, you hate yourself? Life's kind of all about changing and improving. It's kind of the best thing about life, if you ask me. Not because I hate myself, but because it's challenging and fun and actually gives somewhat of a purpose.
Stop it. Or else Mr. T's gonna come shake all that loose change right out of your pockets. How are you gonna get a 6-piece chicken McNugget stand? Reopen that 9/11 investigation.
Now, anyway, boys and girls, before we end today's video, I know it's all been quite negative, but I kind of want to end it on a good note, right? Like, we just see all these terrible videos on TikTok that we watch, and we just think, how can people think like this? Well, I want to end today's video while blessing you. I found something good, and honestly, there needs to be more videos like this.
Friends, I'm Rachel, and I am on a journey to lose 100 pounds in 1 year. It is August 21st, 2021.
It's August 11th, 2022, and I did it. And I have not stopped crying all day.
Hell yes, that is sick. I love watching stuff like this. Does that not make you feel better? Good for her. Not because she hated herself, but because she challenged herself and then she achieved the goal. That's amazing. I love to see it. But anyway, boys and girls, let me know what your thoughts and opinion on this. I noticed that a lot of this has been going around on the internet and kind of blowing up recently. So it's nice to hear your input. But anyway, I'll see you all in the next video. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.